race of Puke7 against VReznor. A Dickheads group race from the cesspool. These players are already off and going after their sprint delay. Puke collects a clock here. How that pans out for him on stage 1. Taking a couple of apples there, but then VReznor taking some hits also. Like VReznor does end up getting the invincibility and shaping up here, so that will put him in a bit of a lead. Taking a slow route, we'll see. Stay out of the water. Managed it last time, but this time he's in the water, so he's in trouble now. This will be a setback. We'll see if this decides the race or if he'll be able to catch back up. There are opportunities, stage 5 in particular. It's pretty easy to get knocked around and get into the water, so if something like that were to happen to VReznor, this could put Puke right back in it. VReznor is moving on here to our first auto-scroller. Puke wraps up stage 1. Just coming in under the threshold needed for the weight meter. Finish a stage too high on the weight meter and there's a broken heart there, you're gonna have to redo that stage. We'll hope not to see that here. Make our way through this first auto-scroller and what lies beyond. Players can collect clocks here to give themselves more time and full shakes, some bits of slim fast there to get thin. They make their way through. Ideally, you'd like to take a minimum number of clocks because it's going to take some time for that timer to count down at the end of the stage. Ideally, you'd like to minimize that, but also this is a race, so you may not want to take any risks. VReznor is going to come up on this stage 2 boss here, the pig boss. Pirate ship. You'll be looking to keep slim. You'll gain a little bit for the next stage loading, and you'd like to stay trim for the beginning of stage 3. Puke7 coming in on this boss just as VReznor finishes, so he's a little behind, but it's not insurmountable, I think. VReznor's strats are for stage 3. We're going to climb the cake here to start with, and we're going to have a cloud boss here at the top, so be really careful to shoot like flying turret that can come after you. Not quite making the cycle there, but he picks up his helicopter, floating his way up. Oh, he takes a knock off the helicopter. He's gonna have to climb the rest of the way up the cake with platforms, so that will cost him a little bit of time. We'll see if Puke can capitalize here. Coming into stage 3. And a little on the overweight side, yeah, there are some enemies you can collect some shape-ups from early in this stage, so he'll be able to trim down and speed up a little bit. VReznor makes it to the cake boss, making decent work of him. Little struggle on that last hit, but he gets through. He keeps his propeller the whole way through, and now he's on the cloud boss. He made up a little bit of time there. We'll see how his fight goes. A little on the heavy side coming in, so that'll make this boss a little more difficult. Just collect some cakes there. That will help his case. He does shape up, so he may be able to finish this fight normally. Yeah, so he wraps this up. Good recovery strats from Puke. VReznor, meanwhile, is in our second auto-scroller. This one is a little bit more difficult than the first, because there are a few more enemies, a little more going on, but similar to the first auto-scroller, the big time losses are needing to shape up and take that couple extra seconds to eat too much and gain too much here or there. The other being how much time you take, how many clocks you pick up. You could run it really risky if you wanted to, and you're confident you can get that one cycle on our boss coming up here. I think you'll see people take that a little on the safe side. Alright, VReznor's coming in on our bird boss, our Macho Man Raven Savage. So we'll see if he can get his one cycle here, or if he'll have to make two. That looks like he'll be going for two. Take out one of the birds. Be hoping to make this a 2-cycle. Puke can hit his 1-cycle again. That could make up some time. VReznor does get the 2-cycle. How Puke does here. VReznor's entering stage 5. There's a lot of enemies that are here to try to knock you into the water, which can cost you quite a bit of time. Usually 45 seconds or more. He'll be looking to get a power up here, and he tries to go back for it, and he takes a dip into the water. Was looking to get a an invincibility with some extra speed there. Not quite make it, so see how Puke does on stage 5. He's got an opportunity to catch up here. VReznor's looking okay on the recovery. He's gotten out of the largest state. So probably cost him at least 40 seconds if Puke can stay out of the water here. Oh, he does. Taking it slow. He did take an apple there, but he's staying trim. VReznor's on to our pirate boss, Armageddon times Doppelganger. Oh, Puke falls into the water at the end of the octopus. Doesn't look like VReznor has all of the like the quick kill placements figured out, but Puke did end up with invincibility there, a power up, so he'll be rolling in on the pirate boss, our Armageddon time, just right as VReznor finishes. Not over yet. It looks good for VReznor. Puke getting a little off cycle on this pirate boss. We'll recover. VReznor's into stage 6 now. He's doing the slides, taking the early jumps, trying to play it a little safe here. Puke struggling to get any sort of hit here. He also needs to trim down a little bit. All these barrel hits are cutting down his time. He might run out of time. VReznor in on the final boss, but he takes a couple apples. He's gonna need to collect a couple shakes for finishing here. Oh, just missed on Puke's side. And he is out of time. I think that will probably spell the end for Puke7's race. If he could have had the quick kill there and then not needed to farm a couple shakes, that could have been close on the end. But doing stage 5 over again, and that's a GG for VReznor. Takes the race. And Puke takes another drink in the ocean. See how the recovery strats treat him this time. He was going for the invincibility there, but it's not working for him this time around. Up. See how his Armageddon time pirate boss goes this time around. If he can get some hits, he should be okay on time. He needs to make sure to trim down a little bit. He got a couple hits in here, and now he's struggling a little bit. Getting too many on the front. His time is starting to run short. I need to try to pick a couple of those barrels instead of hitting them, or running into them. Be close. There, he takes him down. If he gets, yep, there's the shape up. He just got it. That was a really close fight. He'll move on to stage 6. He is taking the longer jumps off of the slopes. Roll into the final boss here. He'll need to take a couple shakes, get under his weight meter requirement. Narrowly avoids a punch there. Nice. Needs to collect a couple shakes. None seem to be coming his way. Go. Now he's back in shape. Take out the boss now. Wrap this up. There we go. GG for Puke7.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing well. How did you do?
I did a lot worse than the last run. I was at level 5.
You did do a little worse than last run. Starting out stage 1 even, you did fall into the water, and it didn't really, it put you behind, but it didn't really kill your race. The pirate boss really is what killed your race. Actually, you were catching up through the stage because VReznor also had a fall there. I think you made up a little ground. And I think you walked into the pirate boss just as VReznor finished it. But then things went sideways in terms of barrels going the right direction.
Yeah, I don't have any strategy for the barrels right now, and it seems like more often than not he catches them instead of getting hit by them.
Yeah, they have to hit him in the back.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, if he's facing the direction it's coming at him, he'll catch it. If he's facing the other way, it'll hit him. Even if you hit it like on the far edges of his hitbox somewhere, it's direction of travel versus direction he's facing.
I got it. I watched the tutorial, but he didn't mention that. He just says, "This is how you do it."
Yeah, he just says stand here and then stand here and then stand. Yeah. And actually, I think VReznor's last hit got away from him a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we've seen a number of times where getting all wet on stage 5 has become problematic, and
it's horrible.
Multiple times, just today. So.
It's really horrible. Like, it really sets you back. You have no idea if you're even gonna manage to be thin enough by the time you beat the pirate.
Yeah, usually it's okay because you're getting 2 at a time. The other problem is that I think you had the first time. You may have still been okay, but you late in the fight with all the misses, you were still taking hits from the barrel, and each hit takes time off the clock. So at a certain point, you probably want to start kicking or shooting the barrel rather than...
Oh, see, I think I got confused when I watched the tutorial, because he's probably hitting it like so close to when he, or like, you know, firing so close to when he actually hits it that I didn't even notice he was using the kick or the whatever that is that comes out of your mouth when you're really thin.
Yeah, it's
proof that I didn't practice enough.
Actually, I don't recall. This came up I think when we played it in Big 20, but I think it's actually Japanese for something. It's a symbol.
It's probably like an onomatopoeia or something.
Probably, yeah. But yes, anyway, sorry that it did not go so well, but it was a good race nonetheless.
That's my own fault. I should have put more of my time in.
Does that do it for you, or do you have one more race left in your group?
I have one more with
Jackamus?
Rien 7, I think.
See, it looks like your group had VReznor, Random Effect, who you raced now, and then Jackamus Wedge is the other one.
Oh. Wow, I'm totally bothering the wrong person.
At least on the website I'm looking at.
I got really confused when they when Larry moved it to his site, which I think is better overall, but
it is. I think it'll need a little bit of work here, but it is probably good. Some of the stuff we're doing with losers brackets and stuff doesn't really fit well into the challenge model, so
yeah,
it's kind of good to do our own thing, but that'll develop, I think, as we go.
Yeah.
Yes, well, good luck with your next race.
Thanks. And good luck to you. I really haven't been paying attention. Are you got one win, huh?
I ended up 2-1, and then
okay.
I had to do a play-in race. Because we had a 3-way tie, and I took second in that, so that puts me second in the group going to the winner's bracket. So I think I'm doing okay.
Cool.
So
I might be doing the ultimate losers bracket.
You might be in the chase for the ultimate loser.
Oh man,
still a couple more races in your group to go, so there is probably there's still a chance you could end up in the winner's bracket, because I don't think Jackamus has raced yet.
Yeah, probably not. I remember last time around, he was just like, until the very last day, he did all 3.
But that would require certain wins and losses through the rest of the group, so... Alright, well, I think I need to be done here with the restreams for the day. I know there are a couple races that, starting at 10 Eastern, there are at least, I think, 4 more today, if not more, so...
Wow.
Everybody's
well, thanks for
their races
thanks for the
today.
restream.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone.